In this video, we're going to learn how to grade items in Angel, and we'll also take a look at how students see graded assignments and how they see their grades in Angel. If you remember, online students submit two different kinds of assignments, and each of these different kinds of assignments is graded differently in Angel. Electronic assignments are submitted directly to Angel via a Dropbox, discussion forum, or test, and they're graded right in Angel. Non-electronic assignments are submitted outside of Angel, and their grades are entered into Angel's gradebook, but the assignments themselves are not graded in Angel. They're graded outside of Angel. Let's take a look at grading electronic assignments first. There are two ways to grade assignments that are submitted directly to a Dropbox, a test, or a discussion forum. One, you can go to Lessons and click the Submissions hyperlink underneath the component that you want to grade. However, there's a much easier way to grade electronic assignments without ever going to the Lessons tab. Let's return to the Course tab. From any tab in your Angel course, you can open your guide. Make sure that the Tasks view is selected down here, and you can see your grading queue. You can see that you have one unread discussion post and two ungraded items, and you can grade those items right here in this Tasks pane from any tab in Angel. What's convenient about grading in the Tasks pane is that you can immediately see how many items and what items you have to grade. If you grade in the Lessons tab, you have to go to each component to see what your grading load is. In order to make these ungraded items penned in your Tasks pane, you need to go to your Home button, click the Settings hyperlink in the Courses nugget, scroll down, and make sure that next to Tasks, Ungraded, and Posts have check marks next to them. Putting check marks here is what makes those items penned in the Tasks pane. Save these settings, return to our course. By clicking these plus signs, you can see what is pending for grading. We'll click the plus sign next to ungraded items, and you can see that you have Dropbox submissions and test submissions. Clicking the plus signs next to the items shows you how many submissions you have in each component. If we click the plus sign next to unread discussion posts, we see that we have one discussion post to grade. When students post to a discussion forum, they penned in this unread area rather than in ungraded. Let's start by grading the unread discussion posts. We click the plus sign, and we click the discussion forum link. We're routed directly to the discussion forum. We can't actually grade the posts in this window, but what you want to do is click each bolded post title so that it opens and you can read it, and that will make it drop out of your grading queue. Since we've opened and read this one post, when we refresh the Tasks pane, that will disappear. We no longer have an unread discussion post to grade. To grade this post, you click this Submissions hyperlink, Grade Forum, and your grade sheet opens, and you can now enter a grade in the Gradebook grade column for any post that doesn't have a grade. If you want to read the student's post again, you simply click his name under Username, and all of the student's posts in this forum open. When you're finished reading the posts, you close that window and you enter a grade in the Gradebook column, and you enter comments in the Comments column. When you're finished grading the forum, you click Submit Grades, and the grades in the Gradebook column will automatically post to Angel's Gradebook, provided you configured the Assignment tab in the discussion forum correctly. Done. Let's go to Ungraded Items by clicking Ungraded Items link. Click the link for the component that you want to grade. We'll start with the Dropbox. To grade this Dropbox submission, you click Grade. In a real class, you may have a very long list of Dropbox submissions. Here we have only one. Click Grade. You input the grade here. Any comments you want to make, you input here. If the student submitted an attachment, you'll see it right here under Submitted Files, and you can open it or save it. If the student keyboarded his assignment into the Dropbox window, you'll see it right here. After you read the assignment, enter your grade and any comments that you want to make. When you're finished grading the Dropbox, you click OK, and this grade will automatically post to Angel's Gradebook, provided you configured the assignment tab of the Dropbox correctly. Let's refresh the task pane, and you now have one item left to grade. Click Ungraded Items, click the test link, and you have one test to grade. Tests penned in Angel for grading when they have questions on them that Angel can't grade, such as short answer questions or essay questions that require you to read the answer and assign the appropriate number of points. If the test has all multiple choice, true, false, multiple select questions, the test won't pend for grading. It will grade itself and automatically record to Angel's Gradebook. This test has pended for grading because it has short answer or essay questions on it. You click Grade. When you see a green check mark, that means Angel was able to grade this question. The student got the question correct, and Angel assigned the maximum number of points allowable for this question. When you see a red X, that means Angel was able to grade the question. The student got the question incorrect, and Angel assigned 0 points for this answer. You don't have to do anything when you see green check marks and red X's, because Angel already assigned points to those questions. A blue pencil, however, means Angel could not grade the question because it's an essay question or a short answer question that requires you to read the answer and assign the appropriate number of points. Put your score in the score box and any comments that you want to make in the comments box. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the test and make sure that you enter a score for every question with a blue pencil next to it. When you're finished, you click Save. The test posts in the submission score column and will automatically post to Angel's Gradebook if you configured the assignment tab for the test correctly. Let's refresh our task pane, and you can see that you have 0 items to grade and 0 unread discussion posts. Let's go to the Manage tab and take a look at the Gradebook. Gradebook. View all grades. You can see that the grades for the test, Dropbox, and discussion forum all posted for students who made a submission. The blank spots represent students who didn't make a submission. And in a few minutes I will show you how to batch update zeros for all of those students who did not make submissions. Notice that the oral presentation, final exam, and poetry essay have no grades recorded for them. That's because these are not electronic assignments, so there's nothing in lessons for you to grade, and there's nothing that can pend in the tasks pane. These are assignments that will be completed outside of Angel, but you can still enter a grade manually into Angel's Gradebook so that students see their grade. Let's say that students have completed the oral presentation and the final exam, and you want to enter grades for those assignments. Let's return to the Gradebook. The easiest way to manually enter grades to Angel's Gradebook is to click By Assignment. Assignments that were completed outside the Angel environment have no component like a Dropbox, discussion forum, or test in lessons that you can grade. You are not grading the assignment in Angel. You've graded it outside of Angel, and you simply want to enter those grades into Angel's Gradebook. You do this by clicking By Assignment. The only other time you grade this way, by clicking By Assignment, is when you want to batch update zeros for any assignment, electronic or non-electronic, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. To enter grades for our non-electronic oral presentation and final exam, we click By Assignment. We select the assignment from this drop-down list. Let's select oral presentation first. We click Go, and we're looking at a sheet that we have jotted down the students' grades on, and we're going to manually enter them into Angel's Gradebook. In the points column, you keyboard each student's grade. In the comments column, you can write any comments that you want the student to see, and only the student can see these comments. When you're finished, you save your changes. You can continue to manually enter grades for other non-electronic assignments by clicking this drop-down arrow. Let's go to the final exam. Go. And we do the same thing. Manually enter the number of points and any comments that we want the student to see. Save our changes. And if we have no more assignments for which grades need to be manually entered, we click Done. Let's go to View All Grades so we can see the gradebook. And notice that the oral presentation and the final exam now display the grades that we just manually entered. Now let's put zeros in for students who did not submit these assignments. To do this, we return to the gradebook. We click By Assignment because we're manually entering zeros for electronic and non-electronic assignments. We select the assignment we want to batch update. Let's start with the test, Test 1. Click Go. And instead of putting zeros one by one for these students, we simply place a 0 in this box under the points column. Then we click Batch Update, and Angel is going to place a 0 in each empty space. We save those changes, and we come back up here and go to the next assignment. Click Go, and we do the same thing here. Place a 0 in this box under the points column. Click Batch Update. Click Save Changes. When we're finished batch updating zeros for assignments, we click Done. You probably don't want to do this until after the deadline for an assignment has passed, when you know you won't accept any more submissions for an assignment. You click Done. Let's take a look at the gradebook by clicking View All Grades, and you can see that there are no more empty spaces because we batch updated zeros for every student who didn't make a submission. The only empty spaces are under Poetry Essay, which has not yet been graded. Let's take a look at how students see graded assignments and their grades in Angel. There are two ways that you can provide students with a way to see their grades. You can use the Grades Nugget or the Course Tools Nugget. You should use one or the other. I've got them both here just so you can see how they work. If you use the Grades Nugget, students click one of these bars. They're routed to the Reports console, and by default, Angel runs this Learner Profile Gradebook Grades Report. The student should select Table, and his grades are loaded. Under Assignment Title, electronic assignment titles are links. If he clicks the test, the discussion forum, or the Dropbox, he goes directly to that graded assignment. In the grade column, he sees his grades. Instead of the Learner Profile Report, the student can select a Grades Report. He clicks Run, and he sees his grade sheet. Under Title, however, electronic assignments don't provide links. If he wants to see the graded assignment, he has to go to Lessons and click the assignment. He can see his grade, and he can also see comments, which he could not see with the Learner Profile Report. Let's return to the Course tab. The other way that you can provide students with a way to see their grades is by using the Course Tools Nugget. students click My Grades, and the student's grade sheet loads just as it did for the grades report. If a student wants to see a graded assignment, he can also go directly to Lessons, and he can click the Dropbox link or the test link to see the graded assignment. He cannot, however, click the discussion forum link to see his grade. The only way he can see his grade for a discussion forum is to go to the Course tab and use the Grades nugget or the Course Tools nugget.